It might be the heated throw. Do we need all this stuff?
Well, there's certified need and there's justified need.
Can we justify
Yes.
this?
Yes, I can. Did you need a heating pad, a heating blanket, and okay, you finally got warm. I'm not even going to argue that one.
Full disclosure, we paid for all of this ourselves.
And by we, she means...
Take 2.
Hey, it works.
I justified it. Item number 1.
It does work. I mean...
This was purchased as a joke.
Well, you were joking. I was serious.
We did a video about the 2 extra inches on the chainsaw, and we thought about doing scenes where he joked about having 2 extra inches.
Yeah, like was one after the other.
And then we were going to...
in between.
It comes with a pen. It came with 2 pens.
It came with 2 pens.
2 pens.
Well, 2 markers. A dry erase. It's a dry erase board.
Oh! This is quality pen!
Yeah, that's not too bad. Comes with a eraser, 2 pens. One of them sits in there.
1 pen goes in the edge. It does not go in all the way.
But it hasn't fallen out yet either, so actually the eraser's pretty good.
It does. If it stayed there for a while, it probably wouldn't, but...
Sprayway.
Oh, yes.
Sprayway cleaner.
Works.
Thank you, Weird Beard. Sprayway cleaner.
I will give you a heads up. That stuff smells bad. All right, so would you buy it again?
No. Because I found out you can actually buy the professional version with actual time-synced clocks for only $1,800.
We would not be buying that.
Oh.
The backside would be good for like writing little notes.
But hey, if you've actually got someone who is a YouTuber in your life, one of your friends, and you kind of want to give them something that kind of plays along with that, $17, and it's a good gag gift for them. Galaxy earbuds. So these are Galaxy Buds 2, but if you've ever actually thought about getting them of these things and wanted to save money, this is the international version. Basically, the international version means that there's no warranty. In this case, the person selling it is like, oh, I'll give you a 30-day warranty. It has a wireless charger in the bottom, so you just set it down on your wireless pad and it will charge it. They are held in by magnets, so it actually just kind of clicks in magnetically, and once it clicks in, it shouldn't fall out. Now, you shake hard enough, naturally it is. This is a charging case, so this charges these. There's a USB port in the back in case you don't have wireless charging. You can also charge it through a USB-C port. Yeah, it came with a cable. Now, this is the kind that has the little rubber cup on there. They also sell a kind that doesn't go in the canal itself. It just kind of sits in your ear. This is not those.
Is it comfortable?
It's not horrible. I mean, anything in your ear long enough in a day is going to be a little bit uncomfortable.
Do I just stick it in like this?
It's a little bit tricky to kind of get the hang of because the big part kind of goes up. She touched the button. These things actually have pause and different things. So when you just touch on it, it actually starts and stops. My phone just started playing music in my ear. Can you actually hear it as well?
Yeah.
So this is my Pandora music. It also has it does have active noise cancellation. I think there's something called ambient that actually will feed noise through. Now, will it hold up over time? Who knows? Like I say, it is technically from Samsung. It is their product. The box is all their codes on it. But yes, so far I like these, and I have not had any problems out of it at the $60 price point, basically, and I would buy it again.
Not my cup of tea, just because I can't stand
Yeah, she can't stand anything in her ears.
In my ears. But I've had worse things go in my ears.
Yes. The other version that doesn't have the cup would work for you because it just kind of sits in there.
Item number 3.
This is so nice. You're going to see a video on this because we're actually going to be making one for our fridge series. Most fridges, when the power goes out, your display goes out as well. So if your power's out, one thing you want to do is make sure that your fridge doesn't get below a certain temperature or your freezer below a certain temperature. You don't want to open it because if you open it, you're going to lose all the cold in there. So this is basically a thermometer. It basically uses a sensor just like this. It's got 2 AAA batteries or 2 AA batteries inside, a little clip that kind of can clip anywhere inside. It's also got like a place you can put a hook.
This one has AAAs in the back. Of course, it doesn't come with it. Batteries
not batteries included. Not included. It's got magnets on the back that will stick right to the front of your fridge. You walk by, you take a quick glance, and you can see the temperatures of your fridge and your freezer, and it's all battery operated. So if your power goes out, you're going to be able to know exactly what temperature it is. This is also going to be great for like if you've got a deep freezer in the basement. I actually am thinking about getting a second one of these just for the freezer downstairs. This even has sensor alarms where you can actually program it high and low. If it goes higher or lower than your set temperatures, it actually will start a beeping alarm to let you know that things are out of whack. It also keeps a history so you can see exactly how hot and cold your fridge or your freezer gets throughout a period of time. This thing was only like what?
I don't remember.
It was like less than $20. Like this thing is just less than $20. I know exactly what in a power outage how cold and the freezer and the fridge are. Loved it so far. Definitely would buy that again, especially at the price point. It's well worth it. And it's primarily because we're reaching that season where the ice is coming, and we know that if we lose power here, we're kind of out in the woods, so it may take a while before we get it back.
Item number 4.
I was so going to do a skit on this of us pulling it out of the freezer because it looks like vacuum packed meat.
Vacuum packed sweaters.
There should be absolutely no problems with this absorbing smells from anywhere through the shipping process.
I wanted to open it for the first time on camera so that you could see what it looks like.
On a side note, we got a 3-pack of Amazon Basic scissors. These scissors are awesome. We did also get their fingernail clippers from Amazon Basics. Not a fan of those, but the 3-pack Amazon Basic scissors are actually very, very good.
We would never buy those fingernail clippers.
Those fingernail clippers were just junk. Wait, is it still crinkling? Oh, that paper.
No, I knew that there would be a paper in it.
Hey, it has no smell. It does not smell like a factory.
It doesn't.
It actually smells like nothing. It's a little bit wrinkled from being vacuum packed for... Actually, this thing actually feels good.
It feels pretty good. I don't know how it's going to feel on, and I don't know whether...
I was thinking it was going to be like a real sweatery material. It's actually like a different type material. I hate sweaters. I actually don't hate this.
You hate what I'm wearing? It's a sweater.
It's a trap.
I'm not sure if you can tell, but this is the color I was expecting. They call it army green. I love army green. I like the rolled, This is, essentially what I was expecting.
So, based on the ad, it's what you were expecting.
Yep. I've got a medium. I probably could have gone with the small. I'm not going to return it. Unless I wash it and it falls apart.
I am here to tell you about the greatest thing ever for your toilet.
This is a need, not a want.
So,
run. Do not walk to your nearest Amazon affiliate person and click the link for these.
So, a pumice stone is a pumice stone is a pumice stone. They're pretty much all going to be the same no matter where they come from as far as I've seen. Pumice stones are softer than porcelain. So what these are designed to do is to clean off the buildup of the minerals that you'll get in your toilet ring, your rust. You can safely scrape it off with these. You get it wet and you scrape it and you will not scratch your porcelain. This is the best thing ever. You can go to the junkyard, find a toilet that's just covered in mineral stains and rust, scrub it with this, and it's going to look brand new. We'd always heard it. Like I'd always heard, oh, get a pumice stone, get a pumice stone. We finally bought one when we moved into this house.
One saved us money. Saved us the money to replace 2 toilets. One of them.
Yeah, we actually bought more of these because I used up the ones that we had. Like these things, we keep buying these when we need them because they're great.
I can clean the toilet. These specific ones come individually wrapped.
And this is specific for porcelain. If you've got fiberglass or vinyl tubs, don't use it on that. It will scratch. This is specifically designed for porcelain, which is going to be a porcelain sink or a porcelain toilet. That's about the only 2 things you're ever going to have in your bathroom. Bubble wrap, literally.
Ow! Why did you say ow? It was my hair attached to my head.
Because I felt bad.
I finally justified it.
Actually, I kind of did because I went and bought some Jimmy Dean. Basically, it's a diabetic friendly breakfast. So it's like a sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit, but without the biscuit. Where you basically put eggs and some stuff into a little thing like this and make these little muffin bites. But those suckers were $4 for a 2-pack.
So that meant it was
$2 a bite.
$2 a bite.
So like $2 per and they were really probably about this size. So
What is
basically
this?
that would have been $48
$48
for this full of those things.
We looked at a couple different brands, and we were going to go with the cheapest one, which was like $10 for.
If you followed us long enough, that's kind of our thing. Is we buy the cheapest stuff you can get and see if it's worth it. In this case, just looking at it, we're like, no, I don't think that's going to be worth it. Basically, there's a big metal ring that goes all the way around the outside under the silicone, so it's sturdy.
Nice handle.
And it's still soft enough that you can basically push them through from the bottom.
Yep.
The ones that do not have the ring, basically the entire thing is floppy. Like, they put it on top of a baking rack, so because otherwise you're picking it up and it's like, whoop.
If it's still on our storefront idea list for kitchens, you'll know we love it.
Yeah.
Pancake bites, I think, would be really good in here. I think that's...
Pumpkin spice pancake bites. Oh God, what have I done? When it comes to pouring the pancake batter, one of the things that I suck at is all we have is a big scooper that finally started wearing out. And even then, when I pour it, it winds up not being a nice little round pancake. And usually I think it relates...
Oops. I did
Make
it
note
again.
the top doesn't stay on. Yeah, it's my one complaint about this that I've seen so far.
Yeah.
So we decided to actually try one of these pancake batter things. My one complaint so far is that this just sits here. So it's like, I mean, honestly, you're going to put stuff in here and then immediately pour it out. So why even use this? It's like...
You make the pancake batter, it's
You let it
sit,
rest.
so you put it in here and you let it rest, and this will keep the dust or whatever from...
What I like is it doesn't get much simpler. It's basically a silicone tube in the bottom that this little thing... It squeezes to cut it off, and when you open it, it opens it up. It's basically just a little...
We looked at 3 different ones and decided on this one because we have always been happy with the OXO brand. And so...
Yeah, we've always had good luck out of their stuff. It seems to last pretty good. Actually functions the way it's advertised. The piece in the bottom comes out, so it's easy to clean.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah, so you can pull that out and clean it out. Now, if you try to put it in a dishwasher, this is going to fill up with water. You're probably not supposed to dishwasher this thing anyway. I'm not sure. It holds 4 cups. You're like, squirt.
No.
That got edited out. Yeah, I mean...
We've not used this yet. We're gonna go to the grocery store.
We're probably going to have some breakfast this weekend. Some sausage and egg
And,
and everything. Oh, man, I'm getting hungry now.
I am starving. It's 11:10.
What were we thinking? Doing a video
God.
at lunchtime. While we're into the kitchen,
We love this thing.
this is the best thing ever. I have spent most of our marriage trying to find her the perfect olive oil dispenser that doesn't leak. Every single stinking one we have ever bought has leaked, either right out of the gate or not too long afterwards.
Would buy again.
Would buy 10 of them. If you know someone who has olive oil, you need a gift, get it. Oh, this is actually also OXO. Some of the cool things. Well, you use it more than I do.
2 speeds. Like you go and do
A little bit, you
little
like
bit,
a dribble.
little, and then you go a lot. More comes
Yeah, more
out.
of a stream. Nothing has leaked around any of the seals. The top can be disassembled to clean it out if you ever need to do it. It completely comes apart to clean out the top.
With the other one, I always struggle to know which way to pour it. With this one, it is very clear which way to pour it. It's super easy to clean. We just use like a bottle brush in there.
Yeah, the top's wide enough that it's easy to pour into from your big bottle.
It's glass.
Wait,
I'm thinking- It is not a lightsaber. Was this justified?
Yes. For our other channel, she's had a lot of problems with lighting, so we decided to... We have a green screen. It was actually blue, but there were still dark corners, so we decided to try this light. It was a cheap light when we picked it up, but this thing is actually pretty awesome. It's rechargeable. Whoa. It's got colors on top of colors on top of colors. It's full-fledged RGB control where you can like change the frequencies of the light, all kinds of things with this much blue, this much red.
And I don't want to mess with my settings because I've got it exactly where I want it.
So there's actually an OLED digital display on the back that actually has everything that you're seeing. Brightness, function levels, I don't want to mess with her settings. It's USB-C rechargeable. Comes with a handle so you can rave it up. It's got the 1/4-inch mounts on both ends. You can actually mount it to a tripod. So you can actually have it sitting up and shining in places.
I love it.
Yeah, this was a case of it came in on a sale. It was super cheap when I got it. I decided to just throw money at it and see what happened. It actually worked out very great. So,
Yep. I mean, we might as well move into the other content creator.
So if you, like us, hate the standard thing that comes with every camera from mounting your camera to its tripod, we bring you these. What I like about this is it has both the rails like you use on the old-fashioned tripods, as well as the 1/4 inch that you can screw onto a device like this. You can buy these individually, so you can buy as many cups and as many plates as you need for all of your devices. So we actually bought it that way. You can get it in kits where it's like a combination of two of them, but we actually bought individual bases and plates. And we've installed bases on everything that we want to, all of our tripods. We installed plates on all of our cameras. And literally, anytime you want to pull it off, it's click, lift, done.
And we can't show it to you because
the camera's actually mounted on one right now, our other one.
So when we set this up on this tripod, and I'm like, oh, I don't want it on this, I was able to easily click the little thing, pull it off, hand it to my husband, and then he clicked it in. And it was just so quick.
She
so
always
simple.
fought with the other one. It's like you got to hold it in the exact right spot, screw it down to get it to clamp onto the thing.
We just used this actually to put the battery back in. And so now it should be close to the same. We had to zoom it in a little bit.
She had it zoomed before. So there's a lock. You can actually lock it and then you can't push the one in. It's got two of these, so basically you have to push both of those in. I actually kind of like the both because I kind of have to grab it this way anyway to push on the one. So pushing on the both, hey, I got two locks. You don't have to push these in to click it in. It basically just clicks into place. Then it's locked. You push these and lift off. Nice aluminum, good construction. Has both the 1/4 inch and the, I forget the name of this other mount.
I am going to give a little bonus mention. When I'm holding the camera, this is what I use outside to do all of our videos outside. I love it.
Even some of the stuff inside.
This. I personally struggle with how this tripod works. Of course, me and tripods aren't friends.
Ta-da! Yeah, basically it's good for the tabletop. Now the part that she struggles with, now if you do it this way where it's always along, it's not so bad. Like even she can do that. The part that gets complicated is when you only want to do part of it. Like sometimes I may twist this, push down just that one and lock it back into place and leave that up. Or that one, push that down and then lock it into place again, leave just that up. But it works great for like on tabletops if you want to like aim something down. Because it has a swivel ball head on the end. With a 1/4 inch.
So it's great. I personally struggle with tripod-y type things, so I always have to pass it off. But I struggle no more with removing something from this.
You have no problem getting it off.
I can't wait for this.
This just came in like a day ago.
I'm so excited. I cut myself.
When I think about you,
I cut myself. The mandolin slicer, I always cut
We have
myself.
a mandolin slicer.
I cut myself every time I use it.
I've never had that problem. Long story short, it's a mandolin slicer, but the food stays still and the blade is on a plunger that you actually push. So it's supposed to be a lot safer version. But yeah, stay tuned. There will be a longer form video on this one.
Wait, we can slice and dice?
We can slice and dice.
How do we justify it? Oh, what I want to know is...
There's we justified it, and then there's the it showed up, and you told me, oops.
Oh, I did oops this, didn't I?
You oops to that one.
I got this color because it was the cheapest one. He wanted a hot wife. He got a hot wife.
That wasn't what I meant. Choose your words carefully, fellas.
These are rechargeable hand warmers. And I think the intended purpose is for people that are outside a lot and just need a little extra oomph. Okay, that was cool. We've been married too long.
Too long.
They nest together like this. They came with a charger. You plug it in, and then there's, what are these, USB-C?
USB-C.
I'm learning. USB-C that plug into the bug-like device on each end. I only had to charge them the first use. I've used them multiple times. Some for filming outdoors, and some for when I was in the house and I was really, really cold. And before I purchased the items that are right behind me, I use these to help me stay warm inside my own house. I normally don't keep them connected. I connected them for the video. Can you please get this off? Thanks. So all you need to do is press and hold the little, in this case, the orange button. It goes from level 1, there's a level 2 and a level 3. To tell you how warm it is, I've only needed to use level 1 because level 1 is very, very hot.
It actually does get decently hot.
It gets warm very, very quickly, and I like it because it's very easy for me to hold. It also slips into my pants.
At least something around here can.
It slips into my pant pocket really easily, so...
They also have an emergency feature that you may not have thought of. These actually work as power banks.
Oh.
You actually can plug in a cable to these and use it to charge your phone. Had you forgotten about that feature?
I forgot about that feature because I've only used them for being cold and for a vein warmer so that my...
She's a hard stick, so that helps heat the veins up. So
has a better likelihood of getting it done. So,
but yeah, it's a standard USB-C and it does backfeed. So if you plug your dead phone into it, it actually will backfeed back into. Because let's face it, we're like most couples. She's over there, ooh, ooh. I'm over here, my shorts like, man, it's hot in here.
A number of years ago, he bought me this awesome heating pad. I've used it, I've loved it. But in the last season, it started getting a little flaky on me. Where
Finally started to give up the ghost.
Warning. I was smart and went, I'm going to buy a new one. So,
otherwise known as if something went on sale. This is basically identical to the old one, but with a different name. You may have noticed a lot of stuff you're getting has that weird name that you can tell it isn't quite English. So this is just one of those. It's the exact same thing that gets sold under 30 different names.
This one has a white background where the other one was the same color on both sides. The controller is the same.
Yeah, the controller is identical. You put them side by side.
Here,
it's an identical controller.
Plug. It goes from 0, which obviously won't be any warmth at all. So 6 is the highest. If I'm using this, I keep it on 3. Yep, the cord's removable so we can wash this. The only thing I do not like about this is...
What tag?
This tag, and I'm like this for everything.
Yeah, I cut the tag off the old one. I'll cut it off this one once we get through with the filming.
So yeah.
You don't want to try to tear it. You do want to gingerly cut right along the seam.
If you want to know your washing instructions, keep the tag. But I just like the way I wear it like this and drive me nuts. It's huge.
Yeah, that's what we like is that it's actually very long. She can almost use it like a little blanket. Speaking of blanket.
I can say that I love this thing.
Oh, you love it? Oh, wait, not me.
Love this thing. This is the best thing. I did a lot of research before I bought this specific one. We're going to call this Hallmark
Channel Red?
Yeah, we're going to go with that.
Every Hallmark movie ever probably has one of these things in there.
It is like 50 by 60. And on one side it's like a Sherpa material, and on the other it's whatever color you've chosen. This particular color seems to go on sale quite frequently. I think we paid right under $32 for it. Maybe even less because I think there was a coupon too. You can change the temperature. It goes from low to
I think this display is stupid, but this is something we disagree on.
8. Or actually it goes up to high, not 8. And time. This is why I love this. I can have this for 8 hours plugged in. Like, it will run for 8 hours. The heating pad is 2 hours. What I don't like about this is that...
I don't like those two numbers are side by side. It makes it like it's one number.
Well, he doesn't like that. What I don't like is
OCD, man.
The clicker is very loud. And you can't go backwards. You can only go forward. If I accidentally go to 4... and I really wanted 3, then I have to cycle through it. But that's not, it's getting warm.
You go to sleep on me?
What do I not like other than, gonna guess that you will probably guess that it has something to do with the tag.
And by tag, she means the billboard that's attached to the bottom.
Attached, and it's not attached because
it's only on the end, so it's like...
It's like, okay, if you're not going to like sew it all the way around all four corners,
do it on
just
just
do
one.
it on one so we don't have to cut off both, because my foot has gotten caught in this a couple times. What would you say are our top 3 favorite items that we have purchased?
Pumice stone, olive oil.
Electric blanket. Throw. Heated throw. Heated throw. Heated throw. The heated throw. It might be the heated throw.
So we means you.
Well, I don't know. Isn't the policy happy wife, happy life?
Okay, fine, the blanket. Because it shut you up about, can you turn the heat up? Now I can comfortably sit around in my cold house at 65 degrees and be happy.
So what we were hoping that would happen is partway through this video, we're hoping that Amazon was going to ring the doorbell and let us know that
It's here.
we're going to leave links in the description. We're going to leave an idea list and down there that's got all of these items. If there's something that we showcased in this video that we decided we did not like, we're going to remove it from that idea list. That way, you know, oh, well, let's say we use this 3 times and it breaks. We hope that won't happen. Then we'll take it off the list. So
I'm betting that slicer ain't all it's cut up to be. One thing that we bought in the last few months that wasn't in this video is a mini chainsaw that if you've never thought those things were handy, you might be surprised. Check out that video here.
that do go on sale quite a bit too.
Like super cheap, like.
Super cheap.
And yeah, you might be amazed at how good those little suckers are.